are back up here camping. It's the next weekend. Trying to decide where I wanted to go. I was thinking about it a couple days ago, and I decided I was coming back up the same area as the last video was, but go to the other campground or the other campsite that I really liked. It's still kind of early enough. I figured I could get a spot here. Not a ton of people, and they're not. Actually, the people that were camped here a few camp spots back, they're still here, so they've been here all week. I'd like that eventually. But anyway, so I decided to come back up here and hit this other camp spot, and I really like the spot. I really like it. It is just beautiful right now. I mean, coming out of winter, it's middle of June, and it's just beautiful. It's green. The grass is starting to grow pretty good. The meadow, which we'll take a look at here in a bit. Last weekend there's still a lot of water out there, and this weekend it's down to where it's mostly in the channel, but a little bit on the edges, kind of a little swampy, closer to the creek or river. It's not really a river, a creek. And so at least right here out from where we're at, we kind of walked out there and couldn't quite get to the creek, but you could see the creek. So I'll have to show you that, and then might try to see if I can get around somewhere where I can actually get over to the creek. But no, this is awesome. A little different weekend than last weekend. This weekend it's a whole lot cooler. It was actually pretty warm until yesterday, and had a major cool down. I think overnight and into today. A little breezy. Not terrible, but they're supposed to be kind of breezy to windy. A lot of times in the mountains though, it's not too bad. But no, it's definitely cooler. I think in the valley down there where I live, I think it's supposed to be 20-something degrees cooler. So here, it's like 50. When I was coming in, the truck is like 54 degrees. So definitely a lot cooler, a little cloudy, but it's beautiful. I mean, everything's green. I'm just glad to be here. So I'll kind of show you around a little more. We kind of walked into this campground or campsite last weekend, but we'll walk around a little more and show you a little more about it. Decided I wanted to cook me something. We got up here about, I think we're pulling on the dirt road about 12:30. Time I got in here and got set up, it was probably 1:30. But we weren't in a hurry getting set up. We took a walk out there and looked around, wanted to see if by chance there might be another moose out there like last week, or any elk or anything like that. Kind of looked around a little bit and then kind of came back in and set up. Anyway, so I decided I was going to get me some lunch or sandwich stuff and just have a sandwich, but then last night I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I got hot dogs in there from last camp trip, and I had some macaroni salad left over from last night when I went to buy the groceries, I guess, to come up here. Picked up some chicken, fried chicken. So I was like, I'll just throw that in and have the hot dogs if I'm hungry at lunchtime. I'm not hungry. Didn't really eat much before I left. I had part of a muffin. I just wanted to kind of get going. So kind of got up here, set up, and it's nice. I mean, it's really nice up here. Definitely a little cloudy. They're saying a pretty good chance of rain today, like thunderstorms. Haven't had any rain yet, so we'll see. Today's a bigger chance than tomorrow, and then there's a decent chance on Sunday. More of a chance today, so we'll see how it goes. I cooked 3 hot dogs. I'm gonna give Gus one. He likes them. Of course, he likes all food. So I cooked them on the Traeger. I don't have a certain amount of wood. There's some dead stuff over this way, but I'd have to get across the creek to get it. So if I have to, I'll figure it out. Sit down. I don't know. You want it now, huh? Sit down. Good boy. And this is just quick. So just cooked them on the Traeger. So I made a change when it comes to the Traeger. I was plugging it into the the camper, well, in order for it to work, the plug to work that you plug it into, you have to run the generator. All the other stuff inside, like if you want to charge your phones or things like that, you don't have to run the generator, but any plugs, you actually have to run the generator. The generator's loud. So when I'm trying to video, it's loud. So I kind of been dealing with that a little bit, and kind of trying to decide kind of which direction to go. And I talked to them if they could do if they could do an inverter. And they're like, yeah. And then I was like, well, I don't know how much that's going to cost, but they had a sale on the Jackery batteries. So I got the Jackery, I think it's an Explorer 2000, and I just used it. It works great. I think it used 2% cooking these, so that'll make it a lot quieter when I'm doing video, and just quieter in general, when you're sitting around. It worked good. So we'll use it again tonight for dinner. I'll show you that when we get to that point. So I don't know, maybe down the way I might still do an inverter. I'm just going to use this and kind of see how it works. Well, I thought I'd show you around this camp spot, kind of the area right here. It's looking like there's some clouds moving in. You can see up there behind me. I don't know if you can tell real good, but anyway, there's some darker clouds moving in pretty quickly. So I thought I'd show you around real quick in case it starts to rain. So we came off this little road here. It comes off the main dirt road, which is small. It's just a little road that comes in here not very far, and then has these campgrounds off to the side. But this is just beautiful. I mean, I can't get over how. That's kind of why I decided to come back up this weekend to here, because it's like, man, this is so beautiful up in here. I mean, it's just so green, and now the grass is starting to grow pretty good. And the truck's right here. And we're kind of backed up to, well, let's take a look over this. If you look over here, you got trees kind of, we're sitting back here in this little, kind of by these trees, and they're out here in the meadow. But go back over this way. Yeah, it's cool. You got this little band of trees right here that comes across from there. So we're kind of in the meadow, but not really. But yeah, it's just kind of cool. And you got your fire pit right here, right out the back of the camper. And then the meadow is just beyond here. If we walk around over here, it is really pretty. But I mean, just look at this. I mean, it is just beautiful. And they put these, these little wooden fence barrier things. I think when they originally changed the way I guess when they cut the road off and just allowed you to camp in a few spots in here. But yeah, this is really pretty. Grass is growing. It's getting taller than even last week when I was here. So last week there was a lot of water standing everywhere out there. This week it's pretty much all gone down. 2 weeks ago it was like a lake out there. But if you go over here, we'll walk down here. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, this is so awesome. And then the weather, it's cooler. It's in the 50s. You got clouds coming in. I don't know, I kind of like this. I like this. I like this kind of weather at times. It's great. I mean, it's nice having the sun and everything, but sometimes it's just nice having these grayer days. But, oh, Gus is after a squirrel. Anyway, we'll walk over here. So I was trying to get close to the little creek over there. Let me see if I can zoom in there a little bit. And then there's a little bit of water that comes out over here. But it's just, give it another week, I think you could walk over there. I could walk, but my feet would be really wet. So, yeah, and then if you kind of swing back this way, it's the other end of the meadow. I mean, it's just beautiful. What an awesome place to camp. Yeah, right back over in that direction is kind of where we camped last week. And then, anyway, I'm just gonna kind of swing back around here. And that over there is where we're camped, behind those trees. But yeah, this is really cool. But anyway, just thought I'd kind of show you. I don't know, it's hard to, I guess, express how I mean, awesome it is here. But hopefully it shows up somewhat on video. A lot of times the video never does it justice, but this is really, really awesome. Anyway, we're gonna head back to camp. I'll get this fire going. It's chilly out here. It's really cooled off. Well, it's kind of breezy, so that don't help. See if we can get this thing going. It is cold. I'm gonna get this fire going, and then I think I'm gonna get the trigger going. I'm gonna cook a chicken breast. I'm gonna have chicken tacos tonight. I think that'll be good. Shit, I'm chilly. It's cold, but I'm gonna do chicken tacos. I haven't done that for a while. Well, we're gonna get everything ready. Get the chicken ready. Start off with the chicken. So we got chicken here. We got an onion. Red onion, pull that out. Got red onion, some lettuce, some salsa, homemade salsa, super good, and then some ranch, some cheese, and of course, taco shells. So that's our ingredients for tonight. Oh, and the other ingredients is blackened, Cabela's blackened seasoning. I really like this. This stuff's good. Man. Hi Gussie. Is your food good? Is it good? Yeah? You rub your head on me? And it's cold. I had to get my coat on. I'm glad I keep it in there. I was just looking at that. I got a little thermometer. It has a inside temperature and outside temperature, and the outside says it's 46 degrees with a breeze, so it's chilly. But fire will help it. This fire's starting to get going pretty good. Got the Traeger started. Once it gets up to temperature, then we'll throw the chicken on. Ooh, that fire feels good. All right, getting this stuff ready. I got the chicken breast on the grill, waiting for it to cook. Some onion. So the only thing we got to do now is heat up some taco shells. I think we're getting close. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. Zoom, guys. Yeah, so that Traeger, running the Traeger is a lot quieter with the not running the generator, so it's been working really good. Just running off that Jackery battery, so I think it's going to be good. So that's kind of nice. I guess we'll see when I'm editing how much quieter it is, but I'm guessing it's going to be a lot quieter because it's a lot quieter right now. The generator's loud. Just kind of waiting for that chicken to finish cooking and then we can eat. Huh, Gus? At least the wind's died down. It's calm now. It's not bad out here now. It was cool enough with that wind. It was cold. I had to put my coat on for a little bit. But it's It's not bad now, especially sitting around the fire.
That's really good. I really like that. I really like that seasoning. Some onion on here. Some cheese. A little lettuce. And I need a bigger taco shell. But I didn't have a bigger one. Here he goes. That should be cool enough now. Alright, should be good to go. There you go, guys.
Yeah, sometimes when I cook the chicken, at least at home, I'll cut the chicken into pieces, and if I'm frying it in a pan, I kind of like it better on the Traeger. But they have a taco seasoning made for chicken, and I'll put that in with it, and that's really good too.
Well, the rain's made it here. It's kind of, clouds have come in pretty good and started raining the last little bit. Not super hard, but just kind of raining. It's kind of cool. I think the clouds are still on it. I mean, it's just getting here. Yeah, so they said that there's a chance of snow tonight. I didn't think it really happened. I don't think it'll stick or anything, but it's actually snowing. This is crazy. In June. Yep, it is snowing. This is crazy. It's kind of a wet snow, but it's snowing. Kind of look out across here. Kind of chilly. Anyway, it's kind of crazy. I think I'm going back in where it's warm. I know it's not dark, but it's headed there. Won't be long and it'll start to go that direction. It is feel a little darker just because there's a lot of clouds. But anyway, I decided I was going to come in here and, well, I'm going to eat it in here because it's warmer in here than out there. I was going to have some ice cream. That's what's nice to have that's what's nice about having a freezer. But this is it's Tillamook ice cream. It's Campfire Peanut Butter Cup. This was a limited edition last summer, and it's really good. I'm not big on chocolate. I like vanilla. This has some chocolate swirl in there, but it has these little peanut butter cup chunks with chocolate on them that are really good. So I end up just putting some in a glass, and then I put milk over it and then kind of mix it all up. It's pretty good that way. That's the way I like it. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that, but there's like one of those little chocolate peanut butter things. So anyway, small glass, but it's good. But yeah, I really like this. This is probably my favorite right now. Pretty good. And you add a little milk. It's kind of like making a shake, kinda, but I like it thicker than a regular shake. And you kind of mix it up. Kind of mix it up. The trick is not getting too much milk. It's always easy to add. I guess you can always drink some of it, but the trick is not getting too much milk so it gets too runny. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, those little chocolate or those pinware cup things are really good. Yeah, it's just nice being up here. I mean, this is like a home away from home. I've got everything I need, comfortable. Yet I'm in the mountains. Get to hang out there by the campfire. It's just so peaceful and nice up here. Just beautiful. Big thing, just so peaceful up here. So, no, this is the place I like to be. I like the outdoors in general, just everywhere, but I love the mountains. Mountains are my favorite. This is crazy. It's like the 20th of June. Everything's turning white. I think we got it getting close to an inch on that table. And the Traeger. Yeah, crazy. Well, I think I'm going to bed. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. Well, good morning. Been kind of crazy overnight. Got a little bit of snow. It's kind of a skipper wear. I don't think it did a bunch after I was out the last time, or at least didn't stick a whole bunch more. Looks like it's trying to kind of melt, but I'm not even sure the temperature. Well, it says the temperature outside is 31 degrees, so it's freezing, so it's probably not melting. But I was laying there in bed looking out the window, and it looked like something was coming again, and then all of a sudden I hear it on top of the camper, and I can't tell if it's rain or sleet. I think it's sleet. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this, kind of check it out. But looks like it might be kind of a. I mean, it doesn't. This is June. I think it's the 21st, and it does not look like summer outside. It looks like fall. This is crazy. I've never been in the mountains in June and have this much snow and just be like it is. So anyway, let's go check it out. All right, let's go check this out. Are you ready to go outside, Gus? You probably need to use the bathroom, huh? Go take a. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, check this out. I mean, it's like a winter wonderland. Yeah, it's like fall, not June, not the end of June. Anyway, let's go check this out. Yeah, check this out. And then there's Gus. He likes the snow. He's like, oh boy. Yeah, look at this. Let's walk out here and take a look at the meadow. It's gonna be a wet day. Yeah, this definitely does not look like June weather. I mean, the mountains are everything's white again. It's kind of must have. I think there's a cloud over there that was having the sleet. It's not doing anything right. Oh, it's doing a little bit, just not very much. Pretty crazy. I think I might end up doing breakfast inside this morning. This is cool though. I mean, how often do you get to come up in the summertime and have a snowstorm like this? This is kind of this is a crazy morning. I kind of like it though. Gus likes it. He's out there rolling around in the snow like a kid. Oh gosh, here you go. Yeah, this is crazy. It's cool, I don't think I've ever been in the mountains in June or in the summer when we've had snow. I've been when it's been kind of cold, you know, it gets down close to freezing, but not have snow. I honestly didn't think we'd really get any, but I mean, it's not a lot, but it's enough to make everything kind of white. I think I'm gonna put my boots on and might go for a walk. It's kind of muddy. Well, pretty sure it's gonna be kind of muddy. So I'm gonna put these on with the old muddy and just take them off when I'm out there. I've been spending all morning editing a video, last week's video, trying to get it already. I think I pretty much got it. I'll watch it one more time after I take a break from it. If I like it, and don't see any more changes I want to make, then I'll be done. And it's so nice up here. It's been kind of raining off and on. Cloudy, kind of getting sunny and then cloudy. So, I don't know. I did take a break. Kind of see what the weather's like. I don't want to get too far, it starts raining a bunch. Kind of funny because originally they were saying today was going to be the biggest chance of rain. When I looked right before we came, it was showing yesterday, but yesterday didn't really do anything till last night. And today, it's been off and on. Anywhere from just lightly raining. Well, it started out kind of sleet, and then it started changing to rain. It's not doing anything right now, but it is definitely chilly up here. I think I'm gonna walk down this trail a little way, go back up to the road. There's a trail down here at the end, which we're almost at the end. I think I'm gonna walk down that a little bit. So we'll go check it out. So we got into the trail. I've never been down this trail. I mean, it used to be a road years ago. You can tell it's been a while. I mean, like right here, you can tell it's a little wider here. But it's been a long time. I think they changed this back in the 90s. But we're gonna walk down this little ways and see if we can, if it's not too far. The sun is finally coming out. Well, at least for a moment. We'll see how long it lasts. I actually put my coat on because it's kind of cold. But we're gonna walk down this. I might see if I can get over to where we used to camp, but I don't know. I don't know how far how far I'm gonna have to walk. It shouldn't be too far, but we'll see. A little bridge here. Seen some elk tracks, some deer tracks. We just came out the trail and then it comes to another road. I have a feeling it doesn't go down to that end of the meadow anymore because I think we're past it. Anyway, this road comes in, I don't know. We'll go up this a little bit and look, but I don't think I'm going to get where I want to go going on this. Well, we're coming up to another spot. We're right on the end of the meadow, I think. Oh yeah, we're right on the end of the meadow. So this kind of camp spots right here, it looks like. Huh, I didn't know you could still get in here with a vehicle. Well, we're gonna check this out. So I don't know, I think is that a camp spot? Anyway, you got there, and then you've got a bunch of rocks over here. That goes back up there somewhere. But let's walk up here. I think this is actually a trailhead. And this might be beyond where we were. It's just been so long ago. Oh, you know what? No, I think we're way above here. I think I've been here before last year, but this looks different. Looks like they did more work in here. Yeah. I think actually up that other road goes up to an old trapper's cabin. So we walked beyond where I was trying to go, but that's all right. This is kind of cool. Well, if we're almost there, we might as well walk there and show you that. All right, we'll go check it out. I'm pretty sure this is where we're at because I was thinking this was all dirt. This wasn't gravel last year when I came in here. We came in the Jeep. We were camped up past here and we came back in here looking. They changed this. Because this was a camp spot, but now they've come in here and done a bunch of work. it's a camp spot now or not. They made the road better coming in here, everything. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's go check that out. I think that's where we're at. This looks right, other than they've put this gravel and rock and all this in here, but that trail looks right. So we're quite a ways beyond the meadow we're on, or we're camped on. That's all right. Let's go check this out. Yeah, so this is where we walked up, and this is the one camp spot, and it goes back into the ones we were just at. And there's a little trail that goes up this way. I'm pretty sure they came in here. I came in here probably, it was in June last year. So all that hadn't been done since then. Anyway, let's walk up this. Yeah, so here's a meadow here too. And yes, this is where I came in last. We walked a long ways. It didn't take us that long. We walked a long ways. But yeah, this is that old trapper's cabin. Somebody actually burnt this down. Or no, I don't think they burned it down. They drug it off. I think somebody's telling me they drug it off the foundation, and then people came back up in here and rebuilt it and put it back the way it was. But this is kind of cool spot back in here. Yeah, this is a ways. We went quite a ways. But yeah, it's a trapper's cabin. But anyway, there's some of that, and then this is the rebuild. They pulled it off foundation, and then they rebuild it. But here, let's go take a look. I don't think you can go inside. I think it's locked. Yeah, it is. But this is the cabin. I seen this when I was pretty young, years and years ago, and I couldn't even remember. We were coming up to get a phone or service for my brother to get a hold of his wife, because she was coming, and we stopped. We got cell service at the top of this road, on the main road. So we stopped, and I was like, I think this road goes down to that cabin. I want to go check it out. So we drove down in here, and that road's totally different. It does not even look like the road that I came in on. Completely different, way better. I was wondering if I even want to bring my truck camper back into here. I wouldn't bring it into right here, but you could bring it into the other spot there. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, and this is where they kept, I'm guessing, their horses and stuff. So anyway, let's head back. And if I see anything on the way back, or I find out where I was wanting to go, I'll show you.
Well, it's been a pretty good day. We got back from the hike, and actually on the hike was pretty good. When we're down close to where that trapper's cabin was, we got sprinkled on a little bit at one spot, but not bad. And then the rest of the time it was pretty much mostly sunny. He had some clouds coming through, but it was mostly sunny. And we got back here and got me something to eat. Well, we got back here and I got in there, was just grabbing something quick to eat, and the clouds, I could see them coming in when we're almost back to camp. But so we weren't here very long, and it started to kind of that snow that's little tiny balls, and some rain, sleet, off and on, pretty cloudy. I mean, it was actually really cloudy for quite a while. So I actually ended up finishing up in last week's video, finished editing it, so it's ready to go this next week. And kind of just relaxed for a minute. My knee's doing really good after last camp trip. It was bothering me that whole week before that. It was doing really good. And then I hiked that far. It's not as bad as before, but I'm feeling it a little bit. So I kind of relaxed for a little bit. But actually getting ready to make dinner now. So got a fire going. We can sit around the fire here in the evening, kind of enjoy just being here. This is about as good as it gets, right? Be able to sit around campfire up in the mountains. This is good. Well, we got dinner all cooked. We got tenderloin, asparagus, fried asparagus and tomatoes and onion. I had asparagus and the tomato left over from last camping trip, so I decided to do this instead of doing ribeye. Do tenderloin. Well, today this whole camping trip's been fun. And how often do you get to come up here and camp in June and end up in a snowstorm? It was cool. It's kind of all gone now. It looks like up on the tops of the mountains there's still some of it up there. But no, it's crazy. Be able to come and, I don't know, I like this truck camping. I really like it. I think I mentioned it on the last video. Probably the video before that, who knows. But anyway, no, this is like, I really like this. I could do this all the time. I could spend the whole summer up here doing this. But no, last night, being able to sit around the campfire and eat some good food, and then when the campfire kind of got burnt down, I went in, did a couple things in the camper, and then it wasn't dark, but it was on its way that way. But I climbed up in the bed and was watching a movie, and I put the blind up for the window. So I'm laying there, I'm looking out the window, out across the meadow, and I'm thinking, this is awesome. Be able to lay here and you look out there and it's just beautiful out there, and I can see the clouds coming over the mountains and then kind of getting darker and then coming this direction. And then after a while I could hear the rain on the top of the camper, and got out and kind of looked, and I was like, oh yeah. And then it was kind of, I think when I got and looked the first time, it was kind of a rain snow mix, kind of a snow, but it was a wet snow, so you could still hear it on the camera pretty good. Then I went back up, was watching the movie and kind of watching out the window and stuff, and it kind of got quiet, and I was like, huh, it either quit, and then I had the thought, or it's snow. So I laid there for a while watching the movie, and then after I was like, I got to see what this is doing. So I got up and came out, and yeah, it was snowing. It was sticking on the ground, and I'm like, this is crazy, and it was coming down really good. So that was cool. Being able to sit in there, look out, have this beautiful view, watch a movie, and then be in a nice, toasty, warm truck camper, while it's snowing and cold outside. But yeah, it was, I guess it's a preview to fall. But yeah, it was a good trip. I really enjoyed this trip. This is one of my favorites. But they're all good though. And then today going up there and hiking clear back in there, that was fun too. Gus had a ball. He goes into hunting mode. He was just hunting ground squirrels and having all kinds of fun, huh, Gus? So got done with dinner. That was really good. That tenderloin was really good. Super tender. Tasted really good. So I'm going to sit around the campfire for a while, and then as it gets a little colder, a little later in the day or in the evening, I'm going to go ahead and climb back up in there. I'll probably watch another show or something and then go to bed, or just go to bed. We'll see. But then I got to head back home tomorrow, so that's a bummer. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, this has been a fun trip for me. So I'm going to leave it at that for now, and we'll see you in the morning. So it's been quite the morning. It's still raining. Kind of starting to pick some stuff up in here to get kind of put away so we can get out of here. I'm not in a hurry though. So, but anyway, last night was kind of crazy. Before I was going to bed, it was dark. I took Gus out so he could use the bathroom, and I took my big DeWalt light and I stepped out. I had the lights on the outside of the camper on, and I shined the lights, the big lights, bright, goes a long ways, off to the one end side of the camper, and there's a bunch of elk there. They were coming out of the trees, heading for the meadow. And then I shined it right behind the camper, and Gus is standing there. The whole time he's looking behind the camper, out towards the meadow.
and then I hear splashing. So there was elk all around us. It was kind of cool, but they seen us. They stood there and stared at us. I figured they'd run faster than they did when I'm shining the light out over that direction. They eventually started moving, but they kind of stood there and stared like they didn't know what was going on. And then we just came back in and turned the lights off on the outside, and then I actually went to bed. But pretty cool. We've had it's been an interesting weekend. It's been fun though. I've really enjoyed this trip. Came up Friday, Sunday. We're getting ready to head back home, but we've had snow, we've had rain, we've seen some elk. Took a nice little hike. It's been a good weekend, but so I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna get cleaned up here and then get headed out of here. So I'm gonna end this here, and we will see you on the next one.